talk about stagnation. I've seen that you're coming to Europe and I want to talk to you, Dr. Peterson. Maybe my story isn't flashy or sensational enough. I just want to talk with you about nothing. About the effects of neglecting a child in order to mentally paralyze it, potentially for life. Which is highly unnatural, and I'm trying to break out. Nothing happened while I was a child. Maybe what I'm talking about is not popular enough. Maybe no one wants to talk about the absence of drugs or alcohol. No one wants to talk about holding yourself back to the point of bursting. But people don't burst, they don't. They continue being around and they don't have anyone to turn to because they don't have any relatives or anyone to care for them. And you're just out there, inside your room, all to yourself for years. I learned basic rules of human interaction from films and shows I've watched. They're my family. Call me Mildred. I'm playing a role. I've become my role. I have not ever had development of personality. I'm a vessel and I feel almost nothing because I had to keep quiet year after year. And have I mentioned that I have stress-induced? I don't call them sicknesses. If I did, I'd lose my mind. I look perfectly healthy, but I haven't been since 2012 and it doesn't go away and I can't do anything about it and it eats me alive. Wanna know why I didn't go outside? Because I had no friends, because I didn't know how to play with other children, and yes, I only learned hateful conversation from my attachment figures, so no one wanted to play with me while I was 4 and it shows. I got a speech impediment when I had my braces taken out 13th of March 2009 and I didn't dare talk for years. It got progressively better and it went away in 2021 when I talked a lot at work over a month or two, but it's coming back actually because I don't see people anymore. As I said, no one cared. Also, I couldn't breathe too well for the longest time, and to make matters worse, I had bad eyesight and I had headaches all the time for years, starting from when I was 13. But in my world, my surroundings, I wasn't able to tell anyone. I have contacts now, which is a whole other story of ordeal until I eventually got there. No one cared for my health, but in recent years, say 2020, I've started reaching out to people and no one answered my plea for help, and that is truly the worst feeling. I'm sometimes glad I kept it to myself for so long. Would have killed myself maybe. But I'm afraid of the pain. No more pain, and especially not from me towards myself. I'd rather indulge on my coping mechanisms, which I've chosen in such a way that I'm not dependent on means such as alcohol or illegal drugs. But then again, my coping mechanisms admittedly don't work very well. I long for catching up on everything I've missed when I was a child. But on the other hand, I'm waiting for my bus and I wouldn't be sorry. Dr. Peterson, let's talk about nothing. Nothing but trauma. Thank you for your time. When we talk, I can also tone it down a notch. I just want to get your attention, and also I'm angry.